Yo, what's going on, guys? Kelvin here. Today we're gonna be looking at my abusive husband had a car accident, and now he is a completely different man. Interesting story. How did he turn to a completely different man after a car accident? Maybe the brain got damaged or something? Let's read the story to find out. On August 15, 2023, my life was turned upside down. My husband got in a terrible car accident. A drunk driver hit him head on, and his injuries were severe with broken bones, internal bleeding, and a traumatic brain injury. He was in a coma for 6 days, and honestly, none knew if he survived. Even worse, I didn't know if I wanted him to. Dang. Our marriage had been awful. He was emotionally abusive, selfish, controlling, and at times physically abusive. I stayed because of our daughter. I didn't want her growing up without a father, but I also couldn't keep living in fear. I had already started preparing to leave. I saved money, made plans, and had everything lined up for a divorce. But when the accident happened, I was hit with this horrible thought that I couldn't tell anyone. I secretly hoped that he wouldn't make it. I didn't want to keep living in fear. When he woke up, everything was different. He didn't recognize me as his wife. He thought I was still his fiance. He was confused about everything. His age, his life, also the fact that we had a daughter. It was a bit surreal, but there was something almost refreshing about it. He was happy and kind of in a way I haven't seen in years. I feel like I was meeting a completely new person. The doctor told me that he is suffering from long-term memory loss. They told me that it would take days, months, maybe even years for his memories to come back. If they come back at all, it is hard not knowing how much he will ever truly remember. It took a few weeks for him to adjust to everything. He had to process his physical recovery and the thought of being a father and husband again. Slowly, he returned to work. At first, I was worried he might not be able to cope, but he quickly went from being someone who was underperforming and on the verge of being laid off to a top performer, even earning a promotion. The compensation from the accident allowed us to pay off most of our debts. For the first time in years, we were financially stable, and I felt like maybe, just maybe, things could get better. Now he is like a different person, or rather, he is like the person I first fell in love with. He has become the kind of partner I dream of having, the kind of father I always wanted for our child. He is constantly telling me how much he loved me, how grateful he is to have me in his life, and he dotes on our daughter. I'm not even sure he realized he is 3 because he doesn't remember her birthday. He's just upset that as a fact and adores her completely. Lately, he started to regain some of his memories. He says that it been happening in flashes. Sometimes he remembers things about our past life, and he get confused. He often asks me if certain things really happened, like if we really went through what we did, or he was truly the person I describe. He'll ask, "Did I really treat you that way? Was I really like that?" And every time I had to tell him the truth. I tell him that yes, he was abusive, and yes, he did hurt me. Each time I confronted, he breaks down crying, apologizing profoundly, telling me how sorry he is. He said over and over that he can't believe that he became that person. Wow, that sounds like literally like a movie. I know this sounds like something out of a movie, but I just living in this surreal reality where I am finally getting the life I dreamed of. He is affectionate, attentive, and go out of his way to make me feel loved. He is incredible dad to our daughter, and seeing them together laughing, playing, journey, bonding brings me tears sometimes. I never felt so loved in my life. I still find it hard to believe sometimes, but seeing him try, seeing him work so hard has been nothing short of amazing. I feel so conflicted. People might think I'm awful for not telling him everything right away, or they might think I am fool for staying after everything and hoping he changed. But how do you tell someone they were once your biggest source of pain when they are the person you love waking up to every day? How do you shelter the hope they have this new version of themselves? Right now, we are finally safe and happy, and I want to hold into this as long as I can. Yeah, I like really happy for her, but it's just I don't know. Like, I have some thoughts, but let me read what other people say. I have known others that have similar happen to that change dramatically afterward. One was an alcoholic and never drank again, became a new person. I hope your story is true and is not far-fetched from my experience. I had an ex that went through something similar. He was a dick before he got his head cracked, turned him into a pretty decent guy, and eventually got married and had kids. You usually hear stories about trauma causing people to become miserable assholes, so it is nice to hear the opposite story for a change. So it is true, like there's a big possibility that's like, he completely changed that person once he get into like a accident. It's like he started from like a clean template, right? And nothing else to base off. Maybe he got like a bit abusive is because all the past memories, negative thoughts that affected him, and made him the person he is in the past. But now he got to an accident. In the car accident, he basically wiped out all his memories, and he basically just born as a regular person on like a baby, right, without any memories, but with basic functionality and look like a man, right? And he start off in the clean template, right? Like you go into kindergarten, right? And you learn the basic of respecting others and caring about others and showing affectionate to others, right? And slowly that person changed completely. That's what I think, right? That what happened, right? Because once you wipe out the memory, you don't remember anything. Technically, when you don't remember anything, you just kind of start off fresh, start off and from square one and slowly build it up. And there's an important thing is there's an influence. The wife influence kind of influence the husband, right? Telling him what he was in the past, and now he have like a clean, better judgment on what he was not supposed to do. And I really, really hope that the wife can stay with him, because right now it seems like the husband is really happy, doing really well with the job, and trying to get everything at a right footing and everything. And the daughter seems really, really happy. So I think, like I say to say, like they're gonna be a really happy couple as the wife, as long as the wife stay with him. Because if the wife leave, I think it's a bit unfair to the husband because the husband just doesn't remember what he did wrong, and now he's like he thought he did everything right, but when she leaves, everything is like kind of falling down on him. So hopefully the wife stays, and like if nothing works out, you can still get a divorce later on. But it seems like you guys, the wife and the husband and the kid, are really, really happy, and I hope they continue down that path. But yeah, that is the end of the story. If you guys find these stories interesting, be sure to give this with a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn that bell notification on. But yeah, my name is Calvin, and I see you guys next one.